Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be taking a look at another demo that's available as part of this October's Steam Next Fest. This is Aether Iron. It's like a sci-fi noir kind of strategy tactics game. It looks pretty good from the preview that I've seen, so we're going to take a look for ourselves. Let's just go at a normal difficulty. That's all fine. Let's go in.
Every man, woman, and child remembers the day that Aether first captured their imagination, that gravity became nothing more than an inconvenience. Prepare yourselves, fair citizens of New York, to feel such wonder again. The Helicline Institute of Aetonics is announcing an early Aether Tech showcase ahead of the 1939 World's Fair. So come one and come all, and be inspired. Gaze upon new skyward frontiers and see that there is no alternative to a future amongst the heavens.
Looks like it's time. There's no thriving in this city, not in the lowers. They call it that for a reason. Drowning in rain, lost in the shadow of the uppers. But with a job like today's, a girl can hope to finally catch her breath. Just a transport. No guns, no complications, no room for another screw-up. A second chance from a hard case like Mr. Blanc doesn't come around often. I just hope he's not setting me up. But something still isn't cooking right. Mr. Blanc doesn't give second chances to anyone. After that last job went south, he could have tossed me into the well and watched me get torn apart 6 ways to Sunday.
Now leaving the station.
Someday, I can leave the smuggling business behind. I won't have to worry about backroom deals, meddling tyrants, or pulling pennies from the smoke of a gun. Maybe I could even find a place in the uppers to thrive. Too bad I'm only welcome up here on business. For now. Someday, I'll have a whole place to myself up here. Something entirely mine. No thing and nobody holding me down. Just me and the open sky. Finally free.
Mm-hmm.
I slip into one of the ritziest hideaways in the uppers, long after the rich and sauced have sauntered off to bed. The glass cage cleans up nice after hours, but no amount of soap will wash away the stink of high-class gin and imported cologne.
Continue.
My shoe gives the glass floor a wary tap as I scan the room. I ignore the booze hound glued to the table and turn to the stern-faced bartender.
Hey, take Mr. Blanc's job offer. Let Mr. Blanc know I've arrived. Speak to Mr. Blanc carefully. Well, it's not him.
The
I've got some
regulars
other stuff.
flock here to take in the view over a bottle of something expensive and bubbly. Every now and then, a soul gets grounded. And this is the best seat in the house.
Missions. I just clicked on this because it had the little exclamation mark, but that's fine, isn't it? So, what else do we have? Crew. Okay, manage your crew. This is where you manage your crew. You can change which heroes join Geo on a mission and see all of your crew's skills and abilities. You can only change your crew whilst you're at the hull. You'll get new crew members as you progress. Okay. Fine. We haven't got to that yet. Let's just This is okay. So this is Gia. So I did read a bit of a discussion on this on the Steam forum. So when it says Gia's brass, this kind of means her like in your face, aggressive, kind of chutzpah skills. You know, cojones. The hustle, I think, is probably more, sort of sneaky skills. Perhaps maybe more, it's a smooth talker, so, stuff to kind of infiltrate places, I guess. And smarts, more intelligence type stuff. But I'm sure we'll get into all that in time. There's Mr. Morgan. What's this bottle?
As good a mouthwash as any. Might come in handy later, too. Currency in my line of work isn't always green. The
I'll take a bottle.
bartender gives me a look as I grab the long-necked top-shelf swill and take a drink.
Alright, let's talk to the
The
bartender.
bartender's eyes follow my hands, making sure I don't get too familiar with a patron's belongings. I approach the counter. Morgan? I give a curt nod without response. Any other gift of familiarity would be wasted. Wilson out? A deep sullenness passes over the man.
What can I do for you, Miss Rendazzo?
Talent checks. I think anyone who's familiar with D&D stuff probably gets the idea of these. There's going to be certain dialogue options, I think, where we'll have to roll a die and hit a certain amount on those dice in order to pass these so-called checks. Let's see if there's anything specific about them. So it's 2 6-sided dice. Our talent and attribute bonuses are added. Okay, seems fairly straightforward. So it gives us a chance of success here. Gumshoe. Press about Wilson. Okay, 83% chance of success. And what was? Okay, that might have been my modifier. That's 0. We rolled a 6.
Morgan's eyes are gray, his knuckles raw, and the scent of 2-day-old body odor breaks through his strong cologne. Wilson never misses a shift.
Never's a big word, Miss Rendazzo. Especially in this line of work.
That's it, is it? Okay.
It's been a while. How's business, Morgan?
Okay, that bit's not voiced. Maybe they haven't done all the voices yet. Business carries on as usual, Miss Rendazzo. Mr. Blanc's morning is full, and in the evening we host Kit Holiday.
I know that name from the radio. Shame I'll have to miss hearing her live. The glass cage might tolerate my presence during after hours, but its patience runs dry whenever respectable clientele's on the floor. I got a meeting with Mr. Blanc. Let him know I'm here.
So soon. I'm surprised. And without your uncle.
His eyes meet mine, challenging me to say anything, to reach for my piece, to balk, maybe even cry. I slowly inhale. It's too early to let some high-nosed stiff get his kicks in. So I smile. I'm missing an Apollo Diamond picture to be here, Morgan. Help a girl out. The bartender frowns while he polishes a small tumbler. He's expecting me. I don't intend to make him wait. Do you? That did the trick. He reaches his hand under the counter, slowly. A part of me waits for a fiery roar of buckshot to tear through the mahogany. Instead, I hear a click and muted bell.
He'll be with you shortly, Miss Rendazzo. I assume you can show yourself out afterwards.
A familiar scent fills the air and blazy smoke drifts to the corner of my eye, drawing my attention to a darkened booth.
Aha. I'm just going to click on this. So, did I level up? Is that what that blue arrow is? To complete missions and encounters to earn XP and level up. When you level up, each of your heroes gains a talent point to spend. Access to different talents, la la la. Increasing talents to unlock certain new skills, grant new abilities. Okay, I think I can puzzle that out. Level up to each crew. I think I got the gist. Okay, so these are the things I can level up. I guess, kind of what do we want to take our character into in terms of their specialty? So some of these do have an effect in combat. I'm tempted to go into Smooth Talker. Let's see the rest. Dodger. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I kind of like the Smooth Talker one, I think. Let's just take that for now. So do I click on that? Give ourselves a +1 to that. So if I click on my... where's my... Oh, here we go. Yeah, so we can see I've got the +1 in Smooth Talker now. Everything else is at 0 currently. I guess we've got some combat skills. But let's talk to Mr. Block.
The table's already set. A narrow beam of light splits the booth. On my side, a glass of my favorite whiskey. On the other, an ember held in the hands of a man more shadow than flesh.
Drink.
Okay. Appreciate the drink.
I down the high-class poison. Might as well enjoy it while I can. A smooth burn sits on my tongue and melts clean through the jitters. The shadow sighs around the cigarette, as though he'd sipped from the glass himself.
Manners. Good.
He stubs out the pleasantries with his dying cigarette. Onto a new smoke. Onto business.
A young woman from the Heights requests transport to the Lowers. Nowhere in particular.
The Heights? What's some girl from upstairs want in the slums?
I don't care. She requested discretion.
She seemed like the type to cause trouble? If she's getting into my car, I need to know what to expect.
She is young, naive, harmless. No threat to you.
Okay, so this uses the smooth talker thing that we just leveled up.
You're the one who knows things, and that's all you know?
Oh, that's a high roll.
The girl's hiding. I found her buying passage from an unsavory sort, and I offered her an alternative. She's desperate, and she had money.
That was nothing, but more than I could have hoped from a man who charges a premium on information. Sounds too easy.
For you, Randazzo, too easy is all you get. For now.
And if she brings in heat from the Heights?
I trust you will adapt.
Where's Wilson? Morgan looks worse for wear out there. The yellow flame flashes on caught breath.
Mr. Wilson is no longer under my employ.
Shame. He owes me money. Know where I can find him? The booth darkens to a silent gloom. Even the embers quiet their dull murmurings as Mr. Blanc leans forward again.
You'd do best to forget Mr. Wilson. Him and those he associated with. Or you too will find yourself out of my employ.
I'd struck a nerve, one that ran deep. Too deep for me to feel comfortable going any further. Mr. Blanc is a monster in his own right. I don't want to know what ghosts haunt his closet. I'll get it done in a few hours. And maybe next time we talk, the work will require more than my babysitting skills.
Your reputation is mud, Randazzo. This is charity. Do the job. You'll be paid. Half your usual.
Well, let's go with the smooth talker as we've leveled that, and it's an easier roll. 7, we've got 7. Meets it, beats it.
Half my usual? You called me up here to insult me?
You are not the same smuggler you were a year ago. I pay for who you are now.
It's a conversation I'd had several times already with too many clients. Conversations I'd lost. Turns out one bad day wipes out a lifetime of reliability. I had to try again. I'm every bit the same person I was. That's why you want me on this job. Why you need me. You can't risk your little Heights socialite giving you a bad name with the fat cats upstairs.
If she held any influence, she wouldn't be running away.
So she's running away, and he didn't dispute the first part. You could have called anyone, but you called me because I am the same person. No one else will protect her like I will. That, you know. And that's worth a little respect. His cigarette extinguishes itself, obscuring what little of his face I could see in pure black. He did need this girl protected. Question was, from whom?
Your usual, then. And Randazzo, I expect your usual? You'll find her outside, being obvious. Good luck, Randazzo.
Mission log displays your available missions. I think we've discovered that already. Conversations, trap missions. Yeah. All good stuff. Okay. So what's this? Oh, I see. So Alt show highlights. Can't scroll the screen around. I guess we'll just go back there.
A string of yellow cabs idle at the curb, their vultures squawking at a young woman standing on the sidewalk, barely 20. She's a bird of paradise, too colorful for the drab concrete jungle around her. Obvious was right. That's the one.
Secure the obvious client. I can shrink those down. Okay.
Zio always liked cabbies. Said they were useful. This is where he and I disagreed. It's really something. Someday, I'll wake up to this every morning. Bet these platforms don't see many folks from the lowers.
This alt show highlights. I mean, I already... I don't get what's different when I click that.
One of the
all seems the
buzzards
same
has
to me.
her cornered. The girl's smile is a mask. She's being polite, but she doesn't realize how ugly this could get.
Let's have a look at this. So crew level 1 makes sense. We're just starting. Increase crew level by completing missions, combat and exploring. Heat 3 known. Your heat impacts your talent checks. High heat can make it more likely to get into combat or face more opponents in combat. Okay. What do we got? Smooth Talker again. Seems like that was a good thing to level up. Enforcer is also an easy role. Buy them off with the top shelf liquor. I don't think so. I'm gonna... I should probably just go with the easier check, right? Okay, scare them off.
Beat it. This fare's mine.
Is that a crit?
The cabbie gawps at me, stunned I dare intrude on his meal ticket. He sneers and turns back to the girl possessively.
You pay her no mind, doll. Listen, do you like music?
I step forward and dig the snout of my pistol into the unwashed folds of his exposed neck. At the cold touch of iron, he lets out a little rat squeak. Now that's music.
Oh boy,
You're with me, Principessa. The girl locks eyes with me and instantly puts the pieces together. She's a fast one.
thanks ever so much, but my friend's here? Have a nice day.
She trots over to me. The buzzards grumble and fly off, on the prowl for their next piece of roadside meat, leaving one stubborn hanger-on to squawk.
That sure was scary. I didn't realize...
You better
Thank
watch
you,
your back,
Miss
Goily. We'll see you later.
Smuggler?
I give her a once-over, like a filament warming up inside a bulb. Her shaken nerves are slowly replaced with a beaming smile. My silence doesn't seem to deter her optimism.
So, you're my driver. I'm Nellie. Well, Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt, technically, but please, Nellie's fine.
Name's Gia. So, doctor, huh?
That's right. My degree is in theoretical aethonics. I did my dissertation on Cherenkov radiation's impact on aether particulate flux. Columbia, then NYU for postgrad. Such a gorgeous campus. Have you been?
Can't say I have.
It's pretty close to the Helicline Institute of Aethonics. Olympus Park is what most people call it. Where I work. Or worked, anyway.
She fidgets with her big, overstuffed briefcase. Something about it bothers me. This isn't your average rich socialite clutching her purse in a rough part of town. She's clinging to it like a life raft.
I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you make quite a striking impression.
The girl's eyes sparkle with curiosity. She's a bright little thing. Smart, switched on. And she's doing an admirable job of hiding how scared she really is. Her voice drops to a conspiratorial whisper.
Are you really a smuggler?
Yeah, I guess it's unlikely we'll pass that. Let's just be
Depends
honest.
who's asking.
Well, I am silly. How does one become a smuggler anyways?
Oh, I thought it did auto.
Usually not by choice.
Wowzers.
Uh-huh. My car's this way. Come on. I get an itchy feeling. Like we're being watched. This whole thing has me off kilter. Like walking into a room without turning on the lights.
Okay.
We step into my ride. I twist the ignition, and we set off. I catch the girl scanning the interior, her eyes taking everything in. So, where am I dropping you off? The lowers is pretty big.
Oh, anywhere, really. I'm sure I'll find my way where I need to.
There's only sincerity in that voice. Mr. Blanc wasn't kidding. This really is a babysitting job.
Ooh, what's that button do?
Yeah, don't press that.
Ah, so it must be some type of modification. I bet it's a supercharger. They always have those in the comics. Oh, I know. It's an ejector seat. Wait, it's not for the passenger side, is it?
She's not even really talking to me. Her motor mouth is just spinning out of control. I've got to learn what the hell's going on with this easy transport.
Gumshoe check, Brainiac check. We could try the once over. That seems like a success.
The faint smell of ash fills the car. A spent handkerchief hides in her palm. Small aether burns scar her fingertips. Not an ounce of luggage other than the case. Doc has something to hide. So where are you going, kid? Family? Friends?
Oh, no. I'm here all by myself.
Anywhere you planning on visiting? I'm not much of a tour guide.
That's my own business. Thank you.
You're running from someone. By the looks of it, you barely got away. So, what's some pampered lab rat doing on the run? You steal something in that case of yours? The girl shocked silent. Lies and half-truths run across her eyes, but none of them make the cut. I had her dead to rights. Don't worry, kid. You're not the first with a story like that.
That's not my story. Well, not all of it. I didn't steal anything, I swear.
She looks out the window, quiet and still. Last thing I need is some heights drama following me down here and ruining an easy payday. While we're talking, my eyes keep getting pulled to the rear view like it's a magnet. I can't shake the feeling we're not alone. I juke down a couple service paths and hop across an access junction. Sure enough, when we pop back onto street level, the same dark shape is lurking behind us. Hang on to something, kid. This might get bumpy. I pop open the hidden compartment under the dash and point to it. The girl catches on almost instantly, and there's only a moment of hesitation before she shoves her briefcase inside.
Moving around the island, click on a location. That seems fairly straightforward. You may encounter unexpected events on the route. After the event, you'll turn to the map. You continue to blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Okay, so we want to get to the ferry terminal. Surprise encounter.
I catch a glimpse of the man tailing us. He's got the easy posture and the liquid metal smile of a seasoned killer. In the rear view, his eyes burn like ice above a jagged scar.
No! How did he find me?
Who? Nellie? Who is that?
Okay, we'll read this bit doesn't seem voiced. Time you came home, darling. Nelly, who's that? Looks like you found a little tour guide, Eleanor. Got no quarrel with you, smuggler. Pull over and you can drive away clean.
We can't, Gia. Please, we can't.
Don't worry, kid. Just keep your head down. This will be over soon.
Okay, we'll read the combat tutorial out. Enemy vehicles can be damaged by selecting a weapon and then the enemy vehicle to shoot. Each weapon can only be used once per turn. Hover over locations to preview your path. Okay, I'm just looking at the little animation. I see. Click on a location to move there. Moving forward costs more than moving backwards. Okay, interesting. You can combine attacks and movement by selecting an ability and choosing a location to use it. Okay. Combat is dynamic. Look out for obstacles and lane changes that could damage or even destroy your vehicle, or use them to your advantage. Okay, well, we'll have a go. So we got a couple of civilians, so we're not too worried about that. In terms of movement, well, how much movement do I think I've got? Oh, I see. There's a thing in the bottom left. Yes, so I could. Looks like I can move there for like just one energy. I've got a ram. I imagine that'll damage my car as well. I've got a Gatling gun. So if I click that, does it kind of... I see. So I could... Saying I could come down here and use it there. I also have a shotgun. I could use that there. Let's try the old Gatling gun, maybe. So I could It's something that... Okay, that is hitting him, right? I think so. Okay. I still have some, so I can maybe get my shotgun out and... I'll blast him in the side with that. And I still have 2 movements, so I could drop all the way back, maybe. Just get out of his way. I didn't use very much at all. I'm not going to ram. Let's end the turn. It doesn't have to go like this. What's he doing? Okay, he rammed us, I think. Now, can we sort of... yeah, I don't know if how we can like preview obstacles and stuff. I'm not too sure about that. Okay, so I've got a cooldown on that. I guess I could probably just shoot him with this, right? Why is that not showing? Maybe I have to ram him. Alright, let's ram him. Okay, I guess that's to do with being on the driver's side. So... we can use the rest of our points on movement and just get ahead. So he's going to have to burn a lot to sort of get to us. And we'll then turn. What are you doing? You're going to have to use a lot of points to get to me. In fact, that was his whole move, so that's good. Now I can maybe use the Gatling gun just on him. Is that... Okay, road change at the end of this round. This lane ends. The vehicles in this lane will be destroyed. I wonder if we can kind of just block him in. Probably not. But let's try ramming him anyway. I don't imagine that we'll be able to just block him in, but that's probably the best I could do. I mean, he'll get to shoot me. But that might mean that he just stays there.
Another notch
Boom!
on the dash.
Nice. Okay. So that kind of happened before his turn.
That was too easy. We need to get off this island now.
I enjoyed that. Definite potential. I got some scrap metal used to repair. Okay. Sounds good. Alright, well let's carry on our way to the ferry terminal.
I got my papers.
Hang on.
Verified this morning by...
Stop. All vehicles leaving Astoria Bay require an exit permit. I got my papers verified this morning. All exit permits from before noon today are considered void. You'll have to require a new permit inside the terminal.
Look, maybe there is some other arrangement we can reach.
Oh dear, Gia, don't do
I
that.
flash a clip of greenbacks underneath my outstretched expired permit. The guard looks unimpressed. Damn upper snobs, too good for money.
Ma'am, that might fly where you're from, but not up here. You'll have to get a permit like everyone else. Now, move.
He waves me on, and I drive towards an open...
Oh, I don't know why that skipped so quickly. I didn't click anything. An open spot near the entrance of the terminal. Okay. Cool.
People mill about, laughing in the sun, but something's off. The world feels grainy and sluggish, like I'm wading through sand. I need to keep the girl close.
Okay, so we have another little scene here. Now, so I'm going to click on my car. Can I... okay, that's not my car, is it? And I'm not leveled up. I don't think. Oh, here we go. Yeah, some way to go on that. But can I... Where do I repair my car? Crew members share inventory. Fine. Items have useful information. Fine. Vehicles each have an inventory. You can click and drag from one vehicle to another. Okay. Cool. Inventories can be sorted. Yeah. Okay. I mainly want to know if I go to my vehicle. Yeah, this is just storage, isn't it? Maybe the repair is like a combat skill or something? Yeah, maybe. Okay, well, let's have a look. I can actually move the screen about a little bit. There's not a dark cloud in the sky or a black hat in the crowd, but my shoulders remain tense. I would. It seems like they're going for like a fully voiced thing, so I guess maybe some still has to be recorded.
We're killing time in a sea of hard limbs, well-used pocket watches, and dull chatter, waiting for a permit. Bureaucracy moves slow in the uppers without the right type of love to grease the wheels.
Gia? Are you sure we can't take my briefcase? It's very important.
Better off out of sight than getting swiped in a pickpocket's hunting ground. See that? I nod and put a spotlight on an act I've played myself. A gal trips into a gentleman. The gentleman goes to help her. And the bag he's briefly forgotten about glides away in the hands of her partner.
Cheapers! Oh, that poor man. We should
do nothing. Right now, we keep our heads down and avoid bringing attention to ourselves.
Oh.
Look, no one's prying my stash open, and I've got an eye on the car. Besides, we'll be back in the Chimera in no time.
Right. We're... what's the phrase? Staying low. I'm just worried because... oh, Gia, look! Cotton clouds! Oh, I haven't had uppers candy in years.
The girl runs off.
I didn't skip that. It seems like some of the triggers are a bit premature. The girl runs off, leaving me to idle in line. Let's call after her.
Hey, don't wander off. She stops, but only long enough to shoot me a grin and a wave. An innocent invitation to come along.
Okay, it's crossed through the buy tickets thing, so...
The vendor sculpts pink and blue clouds for passengers in search of a sweet souvenir. Nellie looks ready to buy out the whole stand. The speakers call out names with far more cheer than they deserved. Dreamland, Nation's Crusade, and so on. None were ours. My neck itches at every careless shoulder bump and lingering eye. Nobody unusual, but the itch doesn't quit.
I wonder why we couldn't buy tickets.
The girl seems determined to stay obvious. We've still got time before the ferry leaves, but I growl as I give up my spot in line and beat feet after her. The girl's busy drilling the vendor about sugar to syrup ratios. I throw a look and she focuses on picking out a flavor. A stick of cotton later, I heard her back in line. Unfortunately, it hasn't moved. I let her get in a few sweet bites before I feed her something bitter. What did that scarred-up black hat want with you? Her face falls mid-bite. The pink cloud sags like a lead balloon.
I've thought of at least 5 different ways to explain it, but it's complicated. Usually I'd ask someone for advice, but he's not here.
72% is not bad. Let's give it a go. It's up another pass.
You knew who that was. You'd seen him before. Who is he?
I don't know.
That wasn't your average tracker. He was big time. Someone you hire when there's no room for error. Someone with deep pockets is after you. And that black hat's not going to give up till he's finished the job. The girl's whole body gives up with a single deep breath. She seems almost relieved to spill the beans.
He's the reason I ran. I saw him at Olympus Park. I saw what he did.
And I'm guessing he didn't want any witnesses.
Gia, I don't know what he's going to do.
Nothing is what. Not while you're with me. She perks up at the small glint of hope and I give her a half-hearted smile. It's one thing to deal with a tracker, but if this guy is a hired killer too, I need to be more careful. Look, kid, I got shot at for you. I was told to expect a simple transport, and now I'm stuck looking over my shoulder. You owe me a whole lot more than it's complicated. What's in the case?
What's in the box?
I'm sorry. You're right. And I'm sorry you got shot at. It's my research. It's very important, but I don't know why anyone else would want it.
I give her a side eye. I need the whole picture, but all I'm getting is an unfinished canvas.
It's the well.
What about it? So a bodega sign falls off and disappears every now and then. Neighborhood's already coming to pieces anyhow.
So we in like the opening cutscene, I think we saw like almost like a glowing blue tornado type thing that seemed to be sucking in a bunch of stuff. I'm guessing that's the well.
It's expanding. Getting bigger. Stronger. It's going to get bad, Gia. Really bad.
You're pulling my leg.
No! I swear, Gia! The car!
Well, that was predictable.
Minutes. I'd only taken my eyes off the car for a few damn minutes. Time stops long enough for me to catch the tail end. The glare of green lights, the lift of red-white metal, and the blur of a black hat. They took my car.
Gia! My research was in the car. What are we going to do?
We're going, now. Ferry's here. I know a place we can hide on board, but we gotta move.
But...
No buts, kid. Move. If they've got the car, we've got to assume they're on our tail. We stick to the plan. Get to the lowers and hole up somewhere safe. After that, we're gonna figure out how you're getting my car back. The hole is a barrenless refuge, rotting and
level.
hidden in a forgotten corner of the city. It offers sanctuary to every soul who finds freedom at the end of a gun or the bottom of a bottle. It is the safety of the shadows.
Now, can I do this here? I can. Good. Okay, so we've actually got 2 points to spend now. Now, if I was to go further into Smooth Talker, Aether Drain. Light weapons apply Aether Drain minus 3 AP to targets. That seems pretty good. I might take that. And then what else would I want to... I guess we could look ahead to kind of what we might unlock as action. A bit of a passive heal might not be a bad thing. I haven't seen jump yet. I'm going to guess it's going to be quite rare for us to avoid damage. I quite like the idea of the passive heal, so let's put a point into Grease Monkey.
Oh, is this your hideout, Gia? It's like a pirate's cove or a raider's den.
More like a sinkhole. Watch your step, kid. You'll sooner run into a back alley mugger than a swashbuckler out here.
So, what's next? We need to formulate a strategy.
My place. I need a drink. And you need to finish explaining what the hell got my car stolen.
Okay, looks pretty cool. There might be different stuff that we can go and do, but for now, we're just going to go to Gia's apartment. Okay, what we got? That's nearly a stash, a cracked wall. While the Joneses have their gilded wallpaper, all I have is a head full of Sundays. Unfortunately, dreams don't provide much of a view when your eyes are open. Zio always told me to have a way out. This old greenhouse has plenty of windows that offer that very service. Would hate to break one on a quick getaway, though. I still have that new edition of BAM to read later. New York City's bigger than the world needs to... Sorry, than the world that holds it. A single filing cabinet couldn't contain it, but I always found a way to keep it stocked with everything I need. I can last one more day.
Finally, the first drop of real sunshine all day.
More booze! What would you do here, Zio? Say the job's over, cut the gun and run. It would definitely save me from a headache. We go for stash. Shotgun. Do I take it? Can't take. Is that because I don't have a... It might be because I don't have a vehicle at the moment. Which is fair. Okay, I guess then it's just... Whoa, Nelly!
The way she holds herself is too bright for my apartment. Too colorful. Everything feels smaller. The space between the shrinking walls taken up by her testimony.
I've been tracking growth patterns around gravitational anomalies. The well's always been an unusual case. It goes through the occasional spike and ebb, but it's always stabilized, eventually. My colleagues and I, were supposed to meet and discuss what to do about the well, but I was late. I would have been inside already if it hadn't been for Professor Gardner. He discovered something was wrong first. He tried to get me away, and because of me,
She trembles, leaving the unspoken sound of a falling body to echo off the walls.
There was an explosion. Everything burned so fast. I wanted to help, but Professor Gardner wasn't moving. That's when I saw him. The black hat. And then he saw me. I ran as fast as I could. Didn't have time to take anything else but the notes I had on me.
That's a hell of a story. So a professional killer snuck into the Heights and blew up a building just to get his mitts on you and your research. And you have no idea why.
I truly don't. Please, you have to believe me.
Your kind have been coming down here for years. They do some tests, make a big spectacle of themselves, and conclude that it's mostly harmless. Nothing more than clouds or a bad storm.
That's the thing! It should be nothing more than a cloud or a storm. For crying out loud, it's not Jupiter's red spot. Something is causing it to persist and expand.
You're sure it's expanding?
If my work is correct, quickly.
It was just a pause, a moment where I hold back a lifetime of cynicism and disappointment. But she hears it like I'm filling the room with air raid sirens.
You live in a flying city, Gia. A city kept alive with technology so foreign 80 years ago that we'd be like gods to our grandparents. It's solvable.
Your colleagues, tell me about them.
They were brilliant scientists, Gia. All of them. And bright and hopeful. Together, we were going to discover a better world. Find the answers to...
She holds back the grief by roaming the room with her eyes, latching onto every detail and yet ignoring every bit of it.
And they were kind. Alistair, Professor Gardner, especially. He always looked out for me, even when I first showed up. A 16-year-old with a half-packed suitcase and too many questions. He always tried to help. Right to the end.
You're in the lowers, as requested and paid for. What were you planning once you got here?
First, I thought I'd have to find a place to live, of course. I have some money,
The girl goes paler than the moon in a crystal bath. A moment of clarity, and a possible lifetime of hopelessness.
It was in my case. All of it. I have nothing.
She looks up at me, eyes suddenly welling into baby blue pools that flood the dwindling room.
I don't have anyone I can ask for a loan. Everyone's... They're dead. All of them. He killed them. And now he's followed me here. He won't stop, will he? He's going to find me again. And I won't be able to fix the well, and...
Hey, kid. Look at me. You're smart. You'll figure something out. You just... Listen, I'll talk to someone who could help, but I need you to focus. Those goons stole my car and your briefcase. And right now, you might be the only real lead I have.
What can I do? I told you everything I know.
Not everything. I don't get it. You're from Olympus Park. You got money. And you just leave without talking to anyone?
I needed to disappear quickly. Apparently, I'm not all that good at it. I didn't have time to pack. I took the first ferry I could find, and it left me in Astoria Bay. Fortunately, when I told a very nice officer I needed to get to the lowers, he referred me to Mr. Blanc.
Knowing Mr. Blanc, that referral didn't happen by chance. He's got eyes in every dark corner of the city. If a bird from the heights flew down on an air of mystery, he'd want to know why. He called you by your name. We're looking at someone who's done his research, or someone who's got something personal on you. Got any enemies up there?
No!
You sure? You didn't piss off some other brainiac with a better showing at the science fair?
No.
You running from family? Some bigwig who made a pass at you? Jilted husband?
I'm not. I've never been married. I don't have the time or the interest. But even if I did, I haven't had any gentleman callers, or really met any gentlemen. Aside from Professor Gardner, of course, but he doesn't count. Not in that way.
This Professor Gardner's come up a few times. Who is he?
Oh, Professor Gardner, Alistair Gardner, was one of the first people recruited to the Helicene Institute. He's one of their spokesmen, too. He even oversaw my application. The other adjudicators were reluctant. Everyone else was so much more senior, and older, too. But Alistair fought for me. He called my skills and my desire for a better world a brilliant ambition. He helped look after me during my stay at Olympus Park. It helps that he supervised the lab that I worked in.
Something doesn't add up. Most of us will never see the heights, let alone Olympus Park. How'd someone like him get inside?
I don't know. Must have broken in. Or stolen access? Disguised himself, maybe? But you can't just stroll through. I had to go through an extensive vetting process to even be allowed to visit.
So he's found you twice. Once in the heights, and then again after hiding with Mr. Blanc. He'll probably track you down here, too.
You think?
She starts to retreat back into her shell. Damn it. I was just getting somewhere. If I'm going to get anything useful out of this, I gotta give her something to latch onto. Hey, look at me. This chump isn't getting away with this. I'm going to take care of him. Going to get my car and your briefcase back.
Really?
It's a matter of personal and professional pride. I don't like when people mess with what's mine. Just stay here and don't touch anything. I'll be back soon.
Wait! I'm going with you.
And why should I do that? You're a doe in headlights most of the time.
Well, for a lot of reasons, actually. For starters, I'm excellent company. I'm also smart and amazing at aethonics. I'm sure that could really come in handy out there. But if not, well, let's be honest with each other. I need you to find that man. He has my briefcase. You need your car back, and you can do that by finding him. If he's following me, then that's good news. The best way for you to find him is for him to find me. Us.
Foolhardy or brave, like going all in before the flop in a high-stakes hold'em round. I'll give the kid this much. She's earnest to a fault. Okay, but first I need to see a gal about a car. Until I'm back, stay put. Cress is already gonna be in a bad enough mood when she hears about the car. She doesn't need me ambushing her with this bundle of trouble too. Cress Carter is the only person in the hole who could sell me something with 4 repulsors and a steering wheel. Only one issue. I'm broke. Fortunately, I have something more valuable to her than a wad of cash. If there's anything that can soften bad news and a steep ask from Cress, it's fresh vinyl with a smooth baritone. I second-guess leaving the girl idle in my room. She's the curious kind that could find trouble with her eyes closed and feet tied. I don't live like royalty, but I got a few shabby creature comforts around. Maybe it's enough to keep the girl's hands busy.
Get a drunk.
Try one of these. Cloud Captain never fails to cheer me up.
Oh, thanks, Gia.
She starts to flip through the pages as I leave, her eyes landing longer on the page with Cloud Captain's devilish smile.
Alright, let's head to the auto body shop then. Some people laugh when adults are afraid of the dark. From what Cress has gone through, I'd be more worried if she wasn't. She works tirelessly on that arm of hers, obsessing over it, making sure that it's not useless. Sometimes I wonder if she's talking about herself more than her arm. What's this? Hiss. Okay, thanks, Percy. Okay, there we go. Cress.
Cress? The hole doesn't ask much of its residents. Stay quiet, don't draw attention, find comfort in the dark. Despite growing up in Aether Iron in the Undercity, Cress Carter refused to abide. From behind a junker made more of rust than steel, two faintly glowing points rise. Cress appears, pale, milky eyes already wary and fixed to joust.
Where's my baby, 8-Shot?
The low, angry rumble of the island's Aether generators shake the floor in protest of their nature-defying feat. I hope it stifles the sound of my pulse. This is news I don't want to break.
Okay, well I actually have a pretty easy roll in Grease Monkey, having put a point in, so let's try that. That's good.
Yeah, about that. Is that a combustion engine you're working on? It's practically an antique.
Mr. Thompson's been holding on to this thing since he first moved here. Left her to me when he passed. She's not much now, but a few more tons of elbow grease, and she'll sing.
She stretches her prosthetic arm and tilts her head, analyzing the jagged edges of this car-shaped hunk of rust like puzzle pieces she can rearrange and solve. She's distracted, mind somewhere free and happy, when I bring her back down. Cress, I got some bad news. The car's gone. I let my guard down.
You lost it? You here then to beg for your life?
I need help getting it back. An iceberg lugged 3,000 miles from the North Pole and thrown in the corner wouldn't have made this room any colder. Cress, Look, I don't come empty-handed. Here, found this on one of my jobs.
You think you can bribe me with a Coleman Hawkins? Damn. Okay, I'm listening.
She's still out there. My guess is White Street. The thief was after something in a hidden compartment, and they won't get it open without help. White Street will take apart anything if they get to keep the parts.
I'm listening for an apology, Gia. That wasn't just your car. It was hours, days of my blood, sweat, and tears to make it work.
You think I don't feel bad enough as is? I'm sorry, Cress. It's this job I'm on. This client, some hotshot's after her. Same punk who took the car.
Apology accepted, if you get our baby back. Now, this job. I thought you were taking things easy still. Honestly, surprised you found work at all. It's only been a year since your uncle died. How you holding up?
Work's dried up. Even the easy jobs that no one wants. What I can get is barely enough to get by.
Have you considered calling in that favor Needles owes you? He's working in White Street now. Pretty sure he could get you a job if you need it. Here, he's been busy lately.
Needles? I'm not talking to that prick, not in 100 years. Not sure who would shoot first if we saw each other again. No, Cress, not him. Wait, are you keeping tabs on him?
You're not the only smuggler that's good at what they do. He's also one of the few who still runs in White Street. Aether Iron over there don't have many options, especially with that tyrant and his constant wars.
War in White Street wasn't new, and it wasn't worth the small talk, or the bad memories that come with it. It's this client. There's something off about her.
Off? How?
Can't place it yet. Too many questions. Doesn't help that she's from the Heights.
Well, there's your problem. Anyone who lives that high up has a screw loose. Not enough oxygen. Shouldn't trust any of those airheads.
I might have to if I want to get my car back.
Be careful out there, Gia.
Not right now, Cress. I just want to stay focused, find my car. I bet by now she's in the hands of some White Street chop shop. I need your help, Cress.
2 favors, then. A car, and I assume a lead in White Street.
Her eyes go distant. She never told me who she lost when White Street's Baron executed his last purge, but she disappeared for a week afterwards. When she finally returned, someone else walked around in Cress's leather shoes. She pulls out a pencil, scribbling a symbol on an old stale coffee filter plucked from the ground.
North White Street Harbor, Pier 9. Say I sent you. You'll find some Aetherians who can help. Maybe. As for the car, got a lemon out back. Not much, but it's a start. Bring it around, and maybe I can get it working. Take these repair kits too, in case you get in a scrap.
Thanks, Cress.
Yeah. Also, Gia, don't be an ass. I'll hear about it.
I don't know if that's any good, but we'll go with it. Don't need to repair right now. You can change the parts equipped in your vehicles in the garage. Okay. Upgrade parts by spending currency to improve stats. You can also give a vehicle a new coat of paint. Okie doke. So this is an upgrade, or I click on it. Now that is equipped. Okay, I don't want to unequip it. Okay, so okay, so I guess if I buy stuff I can fit it here. I was thinking maybe I could upgrade stuff here, but I can fit the shotgun. That's on that side, I see. Okay. Yeah. Okay, well that seems fine. Confirm. Okay. Right, we got paint job. Okay. I'm bad at this stuff. I don't know how to make stuff look good. Maybe like white with black trim. Make it look like a... let's make it look like a cab. A bit. Okay. Fine. Alright, well... I think we should leave then.
I'd left the kid to get some rest. I returned to find her stainless shoes performing a precarious balancing act on my chair while her hands twirl the wall crank. What the hell are you doing?
Oh, Gia! I'm not used to having time on my hands, and I couldn't help but notice your plant wasn't getting enough light. I adjusted the height, and it should get up to 10% more exposure. I hope that was alright.
Next time, ask. Anyway, got transport and a lead. Let's head out.
Already?
We need to move fast if we even want a chance of finding my car and your briefcase in one piece. Best bet? We start with White Street.
Why there? Is it a smuggler thing?
It's a hunch. White Street's whole business is sanitation and recycling. You need something disposed of on the down low? That's where you go.
Okay, well, I guess it's that. A White Street, okay. Just trying to scroll around. I can't, oh, here we go. Okay, I can move up and down a little bit. That's about as much as I can do, I think. Okay, but White Street, I guess.
I don't believe in vengeful spirits. If they existed, White Street would have been torn from the sky in retribution for its decades of war. Instead, it stays floating to spite the dead, a withered shell of its former glory.
Nelly, I want you to watch me and stay close.
Why? Is something wrong?
Where would I find the time, kid? Or the heart to fill your head with graves of ash, islands on fire in the night, the thunder of war in the skies? That was years ago. But not yet.
Okay. Let's have a look at the city. So, okay, so there's different locations. I can go to different places, actually. So we got the Grand Promenade. North, that's Pier 9. That's where we were told to go. That's probably not a bad first stop, to be fair. But, christened many times with parades and victory marches, the Grand Promenade preserves best division of White Street, where much of it was constructed decades ago. Threat low. Covered by White Street soldiers. I feel like we should probably go to the harbour first. We might have, yeah, an encounter as we go through there. Fair enough. Oh, the roads are closed until the demonstration's over. Exit your vehicle and line up for the parade. Oh, gee, a parade, let's go. If you do not comply, you will be arrested.
Fine. I needed to stretch my legs anyhow. Like a dove on an updraft, the girl flutters off as soon as her heels hit the street, following the music and fanfare to the nearby parade. Hey, I said stay close!
Wowzers. I haven't been to one of these since I was young. Father took me to several, but those weren't as, serious. Where are the floats? The clowns? They're just soldiers. Are all parades in the lowers like this?
Just like this? No. Each baron has their own flavor of showboating to distract from how bleak life is down here. White Street's just eager to march and flash their guns around.
Okay, well I think we might leave it there for now. I kept going, hoping that we might get to another combat. I thought that would be... I'll do a little quick save in case it hasn't saved for me, in case I want to come back to it, but let's go back to the main menu. Yeah, I was hoping we might get into another combat. I mean, it seems very narrative heavy, which is fine for me. I love narratively strong games, as anyone who's followed the channel for any length of time will know. But not quite what I was expecting, perhaps. I was thinking it would be, you know, you'd maybe get into more regular strategic situations. So it definitely seems like a kind of mix of like visual novel with strategic combat elements. Maybe the further you get, more of these combat encounters come up. I'm not quite sure, but I enjoyed it. Definitely something I'll look to be playing on the channel when it releases. I'm not quite sure when that is. I think at the moment it's still coming soon, the release date. But the demo is up on Steam. I don't know if it'll remain after this Steam Next Fest has concluded, but I'll have a link to the store page anyway in the video description, so check it out if that's something you could be interested in taking a look at. It certainly seems like a sizable chunk of the opening of the game in the demo. We didn't get to the end of it here, so there's probably a bit more to come. But yeah, no, looking forward to it. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this. Is it something you enjoy? Is it something you look forward to me playing on the channel? Is it something you might check out for yourself? Let me know your thoughts. Yeah, no, I mean, I like a bit of a strategic game, B narrative game, and the sort of sci-fi noir, for want of a better term, sort of gumshoe setting is definitely one that's right up my alley as well. So, you know, I'm very much looking forward to diving into the full version of this when it launches. But if you have enjoyed the video, if you could hit the thumbs up button as well, that'd be great. And as always, a big thank you to our channel members as well. Really appreciate the way you guys are supporting the channel. And if anyone else is interested in doing so and, you know, gaining benefits, including early access to upcoming videos in the various series that I run on Boring Dad Gaming, perhaps check it out. That'd be awesome. But I'll just say thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.